choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
Look who's back. You. I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melchiah said she's meaner than a bag of Raptidons.
Yes.
I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. Till next.
You want freedom
Best
of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good
From
for
pop
what
guns to
ails
summer
you.
ball
the difference
cannons,
between cover and
whatever size
concealment.
weaponry you need to
You
make
need
all
a
your
good set of
problems.
armor before someone succeeds.
Freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. choice pet pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
다 ketemu ya, Bu?
Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's choice pet pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's choice pet pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
오빠.
Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice?
네.
Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's choice pet
인터넷 가 있어서.
Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's choice pet pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
뭐야, poste.
Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's choice pet pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems.
Choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice. Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's choice pet pills. Good for what ails you.
Samples for malnutrition.
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples! Close enough.
Yeah.
Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's choice pet pills. Good for what ails you.
here. No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this.
Good for what ails you.
Why, yes, I am. Not sure I appreciate your insinuating tone there. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything. As if I don't know how to scour a crime scene. Please. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons pay well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray. Think you're wearing down my resolve, don't you? Ugh. Maybe just a little. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow. Fine, you can have it. That admittedly was a mite embarrassing. Any serious player would have locked the door first, before spreading out incriminating evidence. Here you are, one lightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice.
Go give the enemy a good gutting.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
What now? See that you...
When you could choose Auntie's Choice. Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when... Choose Auntie's Choice. Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
You're back again. Really?
Auntie's Choice.
Time...
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you can choose...
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook?
Mind you,
Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice.
thank Thank you very much for your very vast patronage. It is our dearest hope that you have a lucrative and luxurious visit to the best choice.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and... away.
What now? Have an issue with the service? She's in her office. Door to your right. Oh.
Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills.
You're back again. Really? Fine. Here you are. Time.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just...
No, I got eyes on you, right?
Away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Purple berry product samples. Purple berry.
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills.
Bob off.
Good for what ails you.
Hey, didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times.
Any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice.
Oh, that. Yeah. Wish they wouldn't say that. Ain't accustomed to fancy titles. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says, anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely.
¿Cómo?
Is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice?
Me? Rich? Never thought about it like that, but guess I do have all my vital needs sort of cared for. Save for anyone who cared to listen to me. Oh, until you, I mean. Been some time. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. She saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling, you're networking, expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, guess I was at that, huh? Thanks. Like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills.
Wait, really? Why, sure. I mean, guess I can't see the harm. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there, to the bottom runger, to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and or lives depended on it.
Whoa.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pet Pills.
Where's comestibles? Where's comestibles? We're literally giving them away.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a
Where's comestibles? Where's comestibles? We're literally giving them away.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice?
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just conversate? Oh, right, and I'd add that big talk is for big people who matter. So we don't talk about work matters or our day. Okay, then. What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe? Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of Spacer's Chaw. Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation, not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice.
Sure, I guess. To Auntie.
Well, siapa nih?
Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
We were, bedraggled orphans together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now. Oh, you bet. That musical they made about her? Well, them songs were catchy as hell, but it sure left a lot out. Oh, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
Wait, you mean to say Auntie's eaten expired rations and shared them? Wow, she's just like us.
She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity. I was her best test subject. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pet Pills. Good for what ails you.
All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what, but that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pet Pills. Good for what ails you.
Sure. Is that a further reason people do it? Because I don't think it's for the taste.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice.
That's not exactly something I've been privy to, per se. All I know is Auntie's has been around a lot longer than I have, and there's always been an Auntie. Can't see anyone else coming after my Auntie, though. Wouldn't imagine she'd allow it. But I don't know. Maybe the job ain't cracked up like it seems.
Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pet Pills. Good for what ails you.
Well, thanks. I don't rightly know how that would have any bearing on it, but I sure appreciate the sentiment. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, You ever have this empty, falling feel? In your chest? Like that, I guess. I should sit down. Wait, am I sitting down? I'm standing. Somehow I still feel like wording more. Oh, okay. Sure, we can keep on, converserating. Just a bit, right? Well, what about? No. I mean, I remember people always used to say, "What? Sorry if my churlish moping brought down the mood." Been like that ever since that, I don't know, last day I saw Auntie. That time I lied. I was going to turn her in, but she was there. Felicity. She was all crying. Told me all the bad stuff she did. Needed somebody to say she weren't a bad person. So I said it. And now I wonder a lot if I am the bad person on account of that lie. So, maybe I'm not good, but I'm less. Well, you know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile.
Pills and an ointment away. What? Just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice. Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. The story of Auntie Cleo.
Bu, Ibu,
The Moon Man is a ballad for our ages, a thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsor, team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turper Tyler, sixth base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I believe Spacers chose the goalie at the 56th inning. They made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings!
And wraps all taken care of yet? All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility. I have ceased all manner of worry and fret. All right, all right. I never mentioned a number before, but here's your fee with some extra.
Just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profitable pastime. Starting with product. The force and butter of our entire operation.
selama gak ada kontrak ya gak apa-apa ta. Tactics.
Quarter over quarter. Always
always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Hey everybody, look who it is. Our duly contracted proxy.
Anak Illuminati.
All finished?
Apa sih menyebabkan dia dikategorikan sebagai edan? Kaya suwean iku di Marshmallow.
Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any secrets about Auntie?
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent? You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, many of your top CEOs have working garbage heaps in their background.
It's said to prepare you for all the reeking effluvia that life throws at you. Very practical that way when you think about it. That everything?
Whoa! Just like normal people.
That's real relatable. I mean, we all done that, right? But I just never thought she would. 'Cause she's Auntie, you know?
Yeah, like she could eat a bar right out of the paste obtruder, the freshest and least natural it's ever gonna be.
What else? Can't even imagine possessing that degree of marketing acumen.
You could just tell people how to think and do things. Like to not constantly yell at you all the time for only just doing your job.
Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally.
Legit.
Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
Diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times. Didn't make the drink, or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually. Right? Wasn't I just saying? Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt. But he's kind of mean.
Full of scathing invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it. Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him, throw produce and such. Whatever that is. You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares. Sometimes I think I hear his voice, and start to run.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Future generations will tell cautionary bedtime stories about that day. Oh, that sounded very take charge. Have to remember that. Okay, we'll make sure you've got authorization to the brig when you arrive. May you effectuate effectually toward the agreed-upon goal state. That's the middle manager handbook again. Real take charge stuff.
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
Purchase and consume
with Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protector's watered-down ripoff. Pitchfall, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes.
You look befuddled. Or perhaps...
Don't wait for a line to form in front of you. Availability is severely limited. Let this be the first courageous leap you make into a fresh, pioneering new career.
From pop guns to self-propelled
Can't
cannons,
tell the difference
I have
between
whatever
cover and
size weapon
concealment.
you need to make all
You
your
need a
problems
good set of
past
armor
that.
before someone succeeds in ventilating.
Any day of the fiscal week, even with half our team 30 max bench.
Ah, wonderful. More of you.
Whoa.
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. Please do not taunt the prisoners. Thank you. We hope you've
Yeah.
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I am decidedly unimpressed. Been some sorely lackluster heckling from your colleagues. Clever as barbs weren't clever enough by half. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it. That was almost all right. Better than most. Pretty so-so. Got anything else? You implying I'm suffering from oxygen deprivation? You do know the only thing keeping us breathing on this tub is an air scrubber built by the lowest bidder. Joke's on all of us. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more? Really? Name me another team above us in colorful opposing team fatalities. Why, our 32nd back Mordecai Nosebiter Barger ranks #1 in unsportsmanlike conduct. Sure, the other teams exceed in body goals, foot goals, and hand goals, but the Spacers chosen rank where it most counts. Body count. You're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not good, though. Definitely not good. Don't abandon your present employment by any means. Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embraced it, though. Respect the flexibility and commitment. So, all right, I give up. What do you want? Frankly, that any of these rung leeches have a thought to spare for me over all the false hopes aunties hammered into them astounds me. Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away. That may all be well and good, but I'm from a real corporation. Spacer's Choice, where we believe in the inequitable exchange of goods and services. Furthermore, and consequently, I don't do nothing without something in return. Anything else would be unseemly. Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, Regional Brand Manager for Tau Ceti, Spacer's Choice. Auntie has it in for all of us former reps, but me in particular. Been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man? Dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. Till now. No. They'll just eventually switch them back on. I'm proposing a little counter-programming instead. I taped a particularly scathing diatribe earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say. Not on me presently, no. They tend to take things off prisoners, you know? It's weirdly universal. Also wasn't wearing this reeking thing prior to being staged for public ridicule. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk. Bet if you just ask the guard over there nicely for access, she'd open it right up for you. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier, before I got caught. Wonderful. That broadcast is gonna be the finest verbal rebuke of my career. Oh, I should mention, while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few products what might improve your odor, looks, and breath. Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Welcome to... what is it? Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it. And/or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion. All right. See that door behind me? It's suddenly somehow been left mysteriously unlocked. Pleasure doing business at you.
free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy, but we do so persist, well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive, arrive, armed with Auntie's choice. Trust your Auntie.
Can't tell the difference
From
between
pop guns
cover
to
and
self-propelled
concealment.
cannons, I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems.
Offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to thigh. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter.
Tramicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Value-added Esplanade.
Nabuntikan.
Our portfolio is diverse, but we can always do. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacers Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills. Ointment away.
Attention all employees of this poor excuse for corporate blundership. This ill-conceived, off-brand take on an oligarchy. Say what you will of Space's choice and the other corporations, but none of us ever put big ideas in people's heads. Yes, our workers were rigged system and lack of mobility, but no hope is better than false hope. Right? I swear, everybody in this company thinks they're going to be somebody someday. It ain't gonna happen. Auntie Cleo's marketing you a bunch of wishful thinking who...
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsor Tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I could use Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game.
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Pretty face. I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! From pop guns
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment, but you need a good set of armor. Someone succeeds in ventilating.
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here a piece of my mind for some time now. You've heard about the Spacer's Choice and Auntie Cleo merger, I'm sure. But things went down a little differently than Auntie makes out around here. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her, voted her and her execs out. And we shipped Auntie and all her diehard followers out to Tau Ceti as an example. After Earth went dark, Auntie was technically the senior ranking executive in Tau Ceti. and she used that to take over the colony. But everything she's been doing since has been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it. What I had to say was more important. People here needed to hear how bad they've been bamboozled by that self-determinism claptrap. The rest is going to come out eventually anyway. After that, we can all go back to exploiting each other honestly. This little ruse of hers will collapse and she'll be exposed for every corporation to see. Then, law willing, she'll be executed for treason against a legitimate corporation. If I were Auntie, and thankfully I'm not, I'd say she's betting if she takes over Arcadia, she can prevent all that from happening. Success here leading to success there and such. No thanks. Once Spacer's Choice is back in control, I'll be running this place in no time.
Quite the bit pit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation is
Can't tell the difference.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems past tense.
like it's your life's work. I get it.
Terluka. Arriving. Moment now. Approaching station. Head on the tower.
The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no trouble with the ambition deficient. Respect. Spare me no gumption.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
Sampai jam biru Lur. Sampai jam biru.
Hey, mister, any bits to spare?
Nope.
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement, assumed that was your doing. Wait! What?
No, that was all official. Auntie said there was some real hard bargaining, documents signed in triplicate, and... Maybe I'm remembering apart from the musical.
Wait, this is bad. Knowing this is not good. This sort of dirt gets a person killed. This may call for an executive decision.
What does the middle manager handbook say to do at a time like this?
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, you know, contextually. What do all of you think? Are you feeling reassured here? Not sure I am.
Try to backstab
I was, But now your lack of certitude has got me starting to worry. That's exactly what the corporate assassins in the Aetherwave serials say before they terminate someone. In an indifferent display of artful treachery.
Simmer down now. That was just a fictional representation, despite being realistically well-researched. I'm reasonably sure it's wholly inapplicable to our present circumstances. We accept your terms. Consider this final payment for services rendered. Never speak about this to anyone.
You sounded just like an upper middle manager right then, Twombly. Good job.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
You want freedom of choice. You... This choice. The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's choice! Duh! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message. Attention, valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast time, starting with development, and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvements, sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter-over-quarter. Not too shabby, but that's a small change compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering, confidential work in...
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in... might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind, and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Fella from my old unit. Good buddy of mine before I was discharged. I didn't get the chance to say goodbye after the grafting procedure. Didn't have a way of reaching out, neither. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Law, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hid it good. Whatever you're doing is, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, if it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. Will you help me? I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over. Thank you, Commander. We keep our lamps lit. We ought to find the lab without much...
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters, probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go, if there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous with the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
In the distance is the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I mean, I'd assume it is. Looks like a Rift experimental facility type place, right?
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
katanya. Oh itu dia.
Very well. My companion here will pay.
Plus an additional 25% for utensil rent.
Mobilizing.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Do not refuse medical support. Not possible. No target to go.
Bentar, armornya lupa.
That structure in the distance is the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I mean, I'd assume it is. Looks like a Rift experimental facility type place, right?
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
fix on their weaknesses. Resorting to violence. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. To attack.
This facility is the only thing keeping us from being reduced to ash in a
Hello
flat.
there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access. Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure. The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But you might be the universal variable we've been waiting for. He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you. Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual? Could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous Very well. There's a cave directly southeast of our position, positively infested with Raptidon. If you exterminate the lot of them, I'll upgrade your basic entry permissions to allow for purchase of our surplus of supplies. Oh, this is so exciting. I can feel the rate of my blood flow increasing.
Cause trouble, and I will school you chapter and verse.
Torpificator at ready status. Adversary. Torpification in progress. There be none. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Reviving me is strategically optimal. Hostilities are afoot. Back to stairs. Target answer. Negative. Recharge incomplete. Fortificator is charged.
Why are you making it so durable? Patch yourself up!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Mobilizing. I have a fix on their... Locking them. Charging!
Api berarti ya weakness-nya kayak.
Investigating hostile intentions. Combatant scan. Dividing me is strategically optimal.
To enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
Okay. Konting. The Mad Queen.
Don't even think about disrupting the marketplace.
Not a lot of unfamiliar visages this side of Praetor. Are more than happy.
there. You came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For science, of course. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg. Stars! I'm glad to have found... I sent my assistant off to the north with a tracking device, hoping he'd lay... Oh, and bring back my assistant, too. If you find him with all his pieces still stuck together. He ain't much good for assisting in research if he's all torn up. Sap, which of my assorted critters would you like to know about? Gorvids are absolutely fascinating. A sort of simian-avian hybrid. The thought of being the first person to catalog the process makes me positively giddy with excitement. The profits from my next few papers are going to be incredible. Guilty as charged. My job is studying which, right now it's mostly raptidons, which I'd be more than happy to talk on at length. Excellent. Which ones? We've got quite a pile of them here on Praetor. Excellent hunters, trackers, and shock troops. Something else then? I sent him off with a tracking device to find a Gorvid egg. He might be out of his depth. We found signs of Gorvid activity. I sent him off in hopes he could put a tracker on a Gorvid, then we could follow it back to its nest. Should be just north from here. Almost definitely a lethal encounter with a Gorvid, ending in brutal dismemberment. That's what happened to my other 5 assistants.
Yo.
I know. You're absolutely right. I should have held one back to do all the grunt work. Now I have to take apart my own research station. What was something else then?
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. See that repackaging facility down there? They work us like cysty pigs. Charge us for the stems. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get... Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of... Now...
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? It shores up the foundation of
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause?
Well, we're what you call a non-violent protest, so we won't physically stop you. But we will berate you with name-calling if you try and pass by. Oh, my mistake. If it means the Overseer will actually hear us, we would love to have you talk on our behalf. Although, I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside. That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going! I can see the Overseer up there on us, and we're definitely making her miserable!
Unlocked bathroom doors! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a drink at a time! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can charge us for stimulates! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! We don't want to make demands, but no more being in bottles and cans! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Machines have been off for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing. Anti-Fizzo's number.
No qualms with turning this labor negotiation into a liquidation job, dear, just to save the money.
No. Easy.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulant!
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool. Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau City, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. Absolutely. These lugs have been positively exalted in the good fortune of rising to their limited station within the meritocracy that Auntie has derived for us. Why? Can you imagine suffering under the yoke of a sovereign's rule? Or floundering at the ridiculous direction of those claiming to know the future by way of math? No. Only within Auntie's Choice can these drudges achieve genuine prominence. If they exhibit excessive dedication, they may even earn some modicum of the success I have enjoyed. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. And when I say I, it is critical that you understand that, as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. This plant relabels dated items with new So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? If I'm honest, my gaze, I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. I believe he has demands, but I can't be. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you. Do us proud.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
Employee professional caller coming out!
Auntie's been looking for you, criminal. Pay what you owe, or your reckless behavior ends here. Now, just one moment. I'm simply doing my job here. Mayhaps I can budge on the amount. Please don't.
That's right, folks.
Others get the exact same pay!
Chanting
But only work 12
days! And we're definitely making her miserable!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? Auntie's gotta prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. We need better hours, free stims, and the ability to relieve ourselves whenever we want.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties. No, I'm just a fellow underling suffering the corporate grind who saw the plight of these poor folk.
That's right. Leo has been an absolute wealth of what's what. Without him...
Under the yoke of oppressive undervaluation due to monstrous mismanagement.
Right, that.
Me? Why, my only motivation is...
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about Leo. We're here to talk about what it's going to take to make us get back to work. Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Yeah, well, of course you're gonna find it all ridiculous. You only care about what's best for Auntie.
If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't judge us for stimulants!
Welcome back, Amelia. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets? To be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. I suppose that's true. It wouldn't take much to put enough pep in their proverbial step to make up for 2 lost hours. Their overall productivity that would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger all right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing. What? No, I would never. That's slander, and/or libel. And you can't prove a thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get too hasty here. What do you want from me? Huh. I don't know why you would waste leverage on them, but I suppose you've got your reasons. All right. Is there more they ask? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. You can't imagine because you've never What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be...
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? Well, that certainly is disappointing. What's next? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? Well, that's tragic. I won't give tell to all the ways we've been sneaking our business under her watch, but let's say no potted... Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair trim now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? It don't matter. All that matters is... Now, if you'll...
Not sure how I feel about making workers' lives minimally better so they keep on slaving away. I guess if they're too slack-jawed to see what's being done to them, so be it.
That guy is so off. Like, he's imposter, not from artist.
Welcome back. Angie and I continue to have be.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making
Hello again. That's as fine a place to start. What's next? She willing to see... What's next? Excellent. Well, damn it up. Now.
Not sure how I feel about making workers' lives minimally better so they keep on slaving away. I guess if they're too slack-jawed to see what's being done to them, so be it.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist currently at this station,
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would? Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul. Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, and he our mentor. If anyone would have had reason to slay her, it would have been him. But we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses. It was actually his suggestion we divide and conquer. As our operational philosopher, Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act. But there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with mercy ultimately resulted in better behavior. If you have done nothing wrong, you have nothing to... Whatever the case, Virgil awaits us on...
heard Auntie's Choice was contracting.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced consumption of unavoidable embedded.
The story of...
Warnanya jelek banget.
versus the Moon Man as a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacers to the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that little man's grinning face, I want to cleave it twain.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty-was. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report? Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
It is an intricately crafted, multi-phase marketing initiative that will introduce Auntie's Choice to the rest of the galaxy and establish the foothold of our pending monopoly. It requires a series of daring, almost impossibly...
Whole thing's a load of bunco. Go ahead.
With pleasure! The archive on Cloister analyzed millions of variables with bazillions of permutations to create an idealized path for total competitive domination. Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our... The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities. Attitude like that will take you a few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us...
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while.
See you when it's...